Good day, everybody. Today we're going to discuss all about tagging, specifically in your requirements for this school year. Okay, the part one of your activity is you need to contribute your original composition, at least one original composition in the SRKPLP Warriors blog. And then the part two is you need to create your own blog. And then, of course, in your own blog, there are requirements for that. Okay, let's discuss first the part one activity. The part one activity, it should contain original composition, as I said. And this composition, it can be in the form of poem, it can be in the form of essays, it can be in the form of a short story. Essays can be informative or it can be a persuasive essay. Okay, and for the elementary students, the requirements, the specific words, it should be at least 800. The minimum for essays and short story, it should be 800. Of course, that is a minimum. You can exceed if you can make 5,000 words in your essays or in your short story, that is better. Okay, and for high school, the requirement of words that you need to do is that it should be at least 1,000 words. That is the minimum, and then you can exceed that 1,000 words. And for poem, the minimum is it should be 4 stanza, and then in each stanza, it should be 4 lines. Okay, so that is the requirement for your part 1 activity. Okay, for the part 2 activity, the requirement for that is that, of course, you need to make your own URL using the Google Blogger. And then in your own URL, you need to post at least 3 content. Take note, for those content, it can be original, it can be fully original coming from you, depending on the content that you're going to put. And it can be also not original. You can copy someone's work, but of course, don't forget to mention them, okay, in your own blog. All right, that's for the part 2 activity. And of course, I'm going to be discussing the part 2 activity for you to know what to do. I'm going to be sharing my screen here. Okay, so this is my screen. You can see here my screen. First one, of course, that you need to do is you need to log in your Blogger. To do that, you need to click this icon, the Google Apps, and then find Blogger. And so you can see here my screen. So this is the blog of SRKPLP Warriors, wherein in here, you're going to do your part 1 activity. You know already what to do in the part 1 activity. What I'll be focusing here right now is for the part 2. Okay, so how to do your own blog. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen again. All right, so in here, in this page, the first thing that you need to do here is you need to click this one, new blog. And then in here, you need to choose the name of your very own blog. This can be something personal, like you're going to make your own blog as a diary, or it can be a study journal. Like for example, my study journal, or my study space, something like that. Or fashion tips for summer. And that is an example. Or take note, in choosing your own blog, it can be anything you want. It can be a gaming blog, or it can be something that you want to do with your pet. It's all about your pet, or it's all about travel, it's all about food, or something like that. If you want to do that one, you can proceed, okay? Because, blogging, the topic that you're going to the possible topics that you're going to do here is not limited, okay? In here, the next thing that you're going to do is you need to choose your URL, okay? URL is something that you can share to other people so that they can see your post, they can see your blog. Or like, for example, fashion tips, summer, and then next here, just check, you need to check if the URL is valid, okay? If the URL is not valid, this will appear red. It will say the address is not available. It's already taken. Ganon. So you need to think of something. It's either you need to put a number, something like that, to make your URL unique. Okay, and then the next thing is you need to save that one. Okay, so there it is. So we are then creating a personal blog, an example of a personal blog. So in here, what you're going to do here is you need to put 3 posts. That is a requirement. It should be 3 posts. Okay, 3 posts. It can be original or it can be copied from other people. But of course, you need to mention who made that specific tag that you copy paste. Okay, in here, sorry, yung lalamunan ko kasi kanina pa ako nagsasalita. And in here, you can change the theme. You can customize your own theme. And we have here Contempo, Soho. And if you want all about food, you can use Emporio. And then in here, you can also use this one. There are many theme here that you can use for your blog. Okay, theme is, it is how your post, or it is how your content can be viewed by other people in their phones or in their website, or in their, in their laptop. Okay, and also you can customize this one. All right. All right, if you are done with your personal blog, you need to send to me your URL so I can check your works. Okay, how are you going to share your URL? Ganito lang yan. Where to see your URL? Like for example, this one. Take note, this is not the URL of your blog. This is not the URL. For you to see the URL easily, just view one of your posts. Like for example, this one. You view one of your posts and you can see in the link, the upper part of your window, you can see the link here. This is your URL, okay? The URL that you put in your personal blog, you can see at the top of your window. Okay, just copy paste that one, copy paste, and then send to me in my WhatsApp, or you can send it also in Messenger. Okay, if you have any questions about the part two requirements of your computer literacy for third quarter, just comment down in this video. I'm gonna answer you back, or you can just chat me in my WhatsApp number. You already have my WhatsApp number, so just chat me. Okay, and then also, of course, you can ask your advisors if you have questions. Okay, that's all for this topic. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see all of your personal blog. Bye.